East Hill Honey Company was started about 2 years ago. My wife and I desiring good, nutritious food, and at the same time, it was through kind of the inspiration of a friend, of a mentor, that these two things kind of collided, and him being a beekeeper and our desire to start producing our own food, we stumbled across beekeeping. The purpose of this project is to raise the necessary funds to grow our apiary outside of East Hill, Pensacola, and to set up apiaries in surrounding neighborhoods to provide hyperlocal honey to our neighbors. About a third of our food that we consume would not exist without pollinators, and primarily the honeybee. At the East Hill Honey Company, we desire to provide hyper-local raw honey to the people in our community, and for people outside of our community that just desire pure raw honey without using pesticides, without using anything that would kind of deter the bee in any way. We really look at putting the bee first rather than profit first with the East Hill Honey Company. We only use organic practices, which really means we don't use chemicals. We don't extract all the honey off the hive and then feed them sugar water. We actually leave enough honey on the hive for the bees to winter with their own honey and pollen. However, in this practice, we do lose, so to speak, about 20 to 40 pounds of honey per hive by leaving that on for the bees. So it is not as profitable, but it is more sustainable.
So East Hill Honey Company is a great example of what we can do with local food systems. By taking local beekeepers' honey from around the area and bringing it together, aggregating it together to be able to create a great product, everyone benefits as a whole. That means that we're creating community-centric wealth.
We are committed to cultivating urban sustainability in every fashion, and from urban gardens to placing hives throughout the city, and educating people on the art of beekeeping, to aggregating honey from other beekeepers, and just providing that hyper-local honey from neighborhood-specific areas. Being in an urban setting, our space is limited, so our bee farm is relatively small, so we really rely and depend upon the people in the community, and inviting them to take part in the joy of providing raw honey. And so they actually host hives on their own property and invite their children into the whole experience, and it's been really a neat opportunity just to kind of get to know people in a way that I don't think we would have ever had that opportunity.
Yeah, Tommy and I, we go back and forth on, should we move to the country? Should we stay in the city? What should we do? And every single time we say how much we love this challenge of, okay, how can we create a quarter-acre garden and get as many vegetables as possible from that, or how can we provide more honey for people that's very ultra-local for them? And every single time we come back to saying, let's stay in the city, because we love this challenge of finding the space, knowing the people, meeting the people.
I've seen the colors I earned.
By engaging the young people, the youth of today, what we're seeing is that they are learning that it's not only possible to create and be a part of the creation of food, but that they can do it. What we're currently trying to do is to expand our apiary outside of East Hill, and to bring it into about 5 or 6 other neighborhoods in the Pensacola area. We really desire to create hyper-local honey from neighborhoods throughout Pensacola and the greater Northwest Florida area. And so we are trying to raise the money to buy the equipment, supplies needed to build our apiary to about 100 hives. So we need your help to make this a reality, to provide hyper-local honey that is raw, unprocessed, and using organic practices without chemicals or pesticides. By backing this project, not only will you receive some cool incentives, such as some of our honey products, your own personal apiary, or our personal assistance in helping you establish a company similar to ours in your own community, but you're making it possible for a new generation to be mentored with this new holistic approach, in addition to providing their community and our community with raw, hand-spun honey that is not only beneficial to you, but to the honeybees.